Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised.
And I think it's really hitting me that we are going home. And I am so sad for those who are not going with us.
It's been an emotional couple of weeks for Rapture Talk. Across social media, evangelical Christians have been posting hundreds of videos ahead of September 23rd and 24th, when it was predicted that good, Christ-loving folks would ascend to heaven with Jesus. It all goes back to this viral YouTube interview on Set Wins TV in June.
Please pay attention to what I'm going to say. It says to me, on the 23rd and the 24th, 2025, I will come to take my church.
There's a date.
There is a date.
South African pastor Joshua Malakela claimed that he had a vision that the rapture would occur on those exact dates, sending social media into a frenzy. People were selling their cars and others were benefiting from it, as seen in this viral video with nearly 10 million views.
Hey, to the person who sold me their car on September 21st, if this is September 24th and the rapture didn't happen, you're not getting your car back.
Another side of the hype, pet owners worrying about what would happen to their fur babies, as the Bible doesn't make much mention of cats and dogs. While many couldn't contain their excitement come the morning of September 23rd,
today is the day! Let's go! We made it!
it was especially hard for true believers when they found out it didn't happen and they still had to go to work. The TikTok account Rapture Clownery Archive has collected many of the disappointed reactions.
To my brothers and sisters who are watching for the rapture right now, don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. Jesus is still coming.
And as we approach the end of the day, it's looking like it's not happening, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I feel foolish. I feel dumb.
It is September 23rd, and we're still here, and I'm fine with that.
The dates in question also lined up with this year's Rosh Hashanah, or the Jewish New Year. Also known as the Feast of Trumpets, this year the holiday began at sunset on Monday, September 22nd, and ends at nightfall on Wednesday, September 24th. It's seen as a time to reflect on the past year, and yes, that includes internet crazes that you may or may not regret getting swept.
Yeah. Oh man. Great glory, all praises to the Most High. Great glory, all praises to the Holy Spirit, to the angels, to our beloved, man. Ah, boy. What is it with those people? What is it that everyone is in a hurry to get out of here? Yeah. Well, beloved, with all joke aside, this is serious, okay? All right, today is the day, at least for me, September the 25th, 2025, and it's currently 4:25 p.m. Eastern Time, pre-recorded. Some of you watching this on Noga, which is currently probably it's 9:05, 9, 8, 9, 10 for you, wherever you are. That is if you're on the Eastern Time. Now, beloved, what seems to be the problem here? Why is it that those people want to get out of here? Why is it they are so eager to like, yo, we made it? God, Trump couldn't get us out. The Pope couldn't get us out. The church couldn't get us out. Now, whoever this pastor is, he's going to get us out. Then again, beloved, I'm going to speak a little bit louder because I'm having people saying they can't still hear me. So I took off the FX because the FX make this loud. So this is going to peak. It's going to sound louder. At least that's what I'm hoping. What seems to be the issue? First of all, this garbage, what they are trying to say here. Let me clarify something for you folks here, okay?
And we're still here. And I'm fine with that.
The dates in question also lined up with this year's Rosh Hashanah, or the Jewish New Year. Also known as the Feast of Trumpets, this year the holiday began at sunset on Monday, September 22nd, and ends at nightfall on Wednesday, September 24th. It's seen as a time to reflect on the past year, and yes, that includes internet crazes.
That's not what that is. The Feast of Trumpet, what it is, it's nothing but a musical feast. It's a day you get happy, you know. It's carnival. Carnival. Okay, well, boy, they're gonna give me the carnival thing. There you go. That's what it is. And it's the tradition is still alive, vilified though, demonized, but it's still alive. It's carnival. That's what it is. And they do that in Brazil and the Caribbean. And you play. There's in Haiti they call that rara. They play music. You blow trumpet. You party. Okay. And of course, you know they. Like I said, they demonize and destroy pretty much everything, and that's what it was. We were the feather. We do a lot of stuff. We go around and we celebrate things. We blow the trumpet. The shofar was not blown because symbolically the shofar is not for that. The shofar is a very powerful weapon. What you are seeing here, oh boy. Oh, there you go. Right here. Let me take this right here. See, this is not something that's supposed to be blown just because you're celebrating something. This is you're summoning some stuff. Okay? This object, it's not something you blown because you're celebrating and things like that. That's not what that is. When they say blow the shofar and assemble the people, that's not what it means. When you speak with the elders, when you are in training with the high initiate, they told you exactly what the shofar is for. And because, well, the high levels told you, I can't go around and tell people what it is for. But it's a very powerful weapon. You don't blow this thing just because, you know, your favorite team won or something like that. Okay, you play music during the Feast of Trumpet, you celebrate. It's just a party day. It's a day that the Most High give our people to enjoy themselves, to celebrate. They perverted a lot of stuff. They poison a lot of things in there. They do a lot of stuff, and that's why they give you the Day of Atonement. You know, for the whole Feast of Trumpet things, you know, to go ahead and atone and stuff like that. You're seeing and all that. Before or after, it is fine. It's just a day of introspection, reflection, and contemplation. Now, they perverted everything, but when you with the others that actually went, well, that was actually alive in that time, so they're telling you. So just to clarify a little bit of this thing. Now, what seems to be the issue, beloved? What is the connection? Why this dude name is Joshua? Why this fellow, out of all the people, some random South African came outside in June, okay, said that Jesus, oh boy, give me a second here. All right. Anyway, you have this dude, this South African fellow, Mr. Joshua here on June the 17th, 2025. He literally said that Jesus materialized and come to him and tell him that he's coming to pick up his people, the church, excuse me, okay, the church. All right, let's listen
full
to this.
YouTube interview on Set Wins TV in June.
Please pay attention to what I'm going to say. He says to me, on the 23rd and the 24th, 2025, I will come to take my church.
To take his church. Now, this thing, there's a zapping in my okay. Oh boy, I can't hear anything now. Give me a second. Okay, all right. There was buzzing in there. So this dude literally said Jesus come to him and he will pick up the church. All right.
There is a date.
South African pastor Joshua Malakela.
So Mr. Joshua Malakela. Now, what does the name Joshua means? Boy, this I still can't hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but anyway. What does the name Joshua mean? What was the lesson here? What does the name Joshua means? What does the name Joshua means? The name Joshua is Hebrew origin, derived from the name Yehoshua, and means Yahweh is salvation, or God saves, or God is salvation. Joshua is just an English version of Yahushai. That's or Yeshua. Okay, Yehoshua, Joshua, Yahweh is salvation, or God saves. You know, God is salvation. Now, remember, Joshua was the baddest of the bad. Joshua was the baddest of the bad that gave us the land. Moses couldn't get the land because the people they literally make Moses crazy. So Moses transgressed one of the important laws because of his anger against the people, and the Holy One denied him access, and he passed it on to Joshua. So Joshua was the one who go around kicking ass and taking name. We explained this before in the last video. Joshua was the one who take the land of Canaan. The land was not for Canaan. Canaan, his father Ham stole it from Shem. Let's see. You know what? Let's go right here to close this. I believe in Genesis 9:27. Just to give you, this is Genesis 15. I think Genesis 9:27. If I'm not mistaken. I'm not supposed to be, breaking down for Gentiles, people around, like this, because they will take it and flip it. Somebody gonna make a video on that and make it Christianize it. But anyway, Genesis 9:27, God shall enlarge Japheth, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. Now, when the Holy One say God shall enlarge Japheth, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, see, the tents of Shem literally mean in the land of Shem and the planet of Shem. The Most High literally give Shem the entire planet because Japheth and Ham violated the law. They invaded the land of Shem. Ham was the father of Canaan, so he passed on to Canaan. Okay, the land, thus come the Canaanites. They invaded the land. So Canaan, okay, this descendant of Canaan, they are servant, and Japheth also, they will dwell in our tents, in our houses. They be a form of servant, but not like the one that like Canaan. Okay, tents is another word for lands or the planet. Right. So let me put it back in Genesis 15 verse 13. There we go. And he said unto Abraham, we'll go back onto this. So Joshua. Now, this fellow named Joshua, God is my salvation. Salvation is only for the chosen. Salvation is only for the Israelite. Yes, there will be some form of pity upon certain people, but not what you imagine. Beloved, again, this is how this thing has to be explained. Whether they are extraterrestrial or high being, that's one way we can explain. Not the only way. One way we can explain it so that people could understand, because those so-called Christians, after all they've done, okay, they've done the Spanish Inquisition, they've done the Roman Inquisition, the Greek Inquisition, the Dutch Inquisition, the French Inquisition, the Haitian Inquisition. They did all those horrible and terrible things. The rape of the brothers, the sisters, the children, the little one. And then now you people think you're going to get raptured because this pastor, Mr. Joshua, said so. Now here's the thing. He said this in June 17, and you just literally heard that from a few days ago. Most people really didn't care. Most people that I know didn't care about this, and because they lost hope. Those are the last few Christian, so to speak, that pretend to have their mind intact, that pretend that whatever garbage they told them in the church was true, and it's still true. Okay, most Christians knew it was just one trick pony. It was just a trick. They know that. They know as long as we're asleep, they can do and say pretty much anything. Now people wake up, they can't do those things. Now Joshua was the one who take the land. Literally, the message is, it's not for those people. The land is being returned unto us. The great blesser is coming back. Now you have the 7 comets, of course. I have not go into it, but I shall say this concerning the 7 comet. They are related to the 7 seal in the book of Revelation, which are the 7 planets. Okay, the reason why some of them they shine like a rainbow, because they are the representation of the 4 planets. Here's a little thing that you shouldn't know, but because of this thing that I'm discussing, I will make the exception. You see, anything that enter our solar system will have a direct effect on the human being that are on Earth. The same way and the same reason why when you wake up in the morning, you look at the sun or the sun shine upon you, you can feel the heat from the sun. The same reason why at night when there is no sun, the sky is clear, you can see the moon. You can see the moonlight, whether it's full moon or half, but you can see it. It does have effect upon you, and it have an effect upon the wave of the sea. It have an effect upon women when they are in the womanness. It has an effect upon men, upon everyone bladder, and the way that fluid is regulated in your body, especially your blood. It has an effect on that. See, Mars, Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn, the sun, of course, the moon, though not astronomically considered as planet in astronomy, but in astrology, they all planet and they all have effect on you. There's a reason why you're supposed to connect with your guardian angel, and he will teach you about all the beings that are living in those planets. For instance, today for me is Zedek, the planet Jupiter. There are the Zedekites that are living on the planet Zedek. Jupiter is not a dead planet. There are no such thing as dead planet or dead things. Why? The Holy Father, the Holy Mother, they didn't create dead things. When a man and a woman get together, the woman get pregnant, they give birth to a child that is dead. They call that a stillborn. There is no stillborn planet out there. If a planet is quote-unquote stillborn, it will be destroyed and then rebirth again. All the planets, they have life in them. Don't listen to those people saying like, oh, well, Mercury and Venus are too close to the sun, it's too hot. I don't know where those people get these things. See, the sun is a living being. It doesn't, you see, in the morning, the temperature of the sun is very pale, so to speak. It's very light. It's not burning your skin because it knows what to do. And it reaches its peak around like 1 p.m. It's zenith and it's become really hot. When the sun is approaching a planet or a planet approaching the sun, there is a specific side of it that dim its ray it doesn't hurt, and it doesn't work like the way those people are showing you in whatever movies that they are doing. Okay, that's one thing. The second thing is, once those celestial bodies, whether they are planet, ships, we explain unto you what they are. They are menhir. Okay, menhir. Great. Oh boy, that's not what menhir. Or should I said it in menhir or whatever. So let's take this one. They are menhir. Moi, CI Atlas, okay, and the giant ship they found on the moon, giant spaceship found on the moon. Okay, they are giant menhir. Okay, giant spacecraft, super advanced. Okay, this came out like years ago. Those giant stuff that they keep finding in the moon. We explain everything. We show you what it was. Please watch the last video that we did last week, and we explain everything. Now, Mr. Joshua here, once these objects, celestial bodies, get into our vicinity, which is either behind the sun, in the sun, or close to any other planet, they will have effect on us. How? Well, have you ever heard of the Ark of the Covenant? The Ark of the Covenant. See, when you study, which one should I pick up here? Yeah, let's pick it up here. You know what? Hang on. How many Levites supposed to hold the Ark of the Covenant? The Ark of the Covenant was to be carried and pulled by Levites, with 4 priests bearing it at a time, 2 on each side, carry the pole. This method was designed to allow the priests. Okay, 4 priests. Number 7-9. Okay. No, I don't think, because this thing is not that accurate. Kings David from the mistake of carrying the ark on a cart, which resulted in Uzziah's death. It wasn't a mistake. Uzziah was a proud man. What Uzziah did, beloved, he get rid of the Levites, and then he put the ark upon upon a cart, and he was riding it, pulling it by 2 beasts, and then he was waving to the people as if he was the only dude, that can do this. But the Ark of the Covenant, what people are calling the Ark, that's why the Holy One killed him, because he was go ahead and then try to he tainted the stuff, and then when the cart slipped into a rocky, he tried to hold it, and then the power of the ark strike him and kill him, because this is a living weapon. Now, when we say these things have right here. Oh, you know what? Let's go back. Trying to look out from the menhir. There you go. Okay, the menhir, okay? The Stonehenge menhir, these things. Now, listen carefully. Let's take this one. Listen carefully and listen well. You see, all those stories that are written in books in the Bible, the book of Joshua, the book of Jasher, the book of Jubilee, and all the other books, they are real. The book of Zachariah Sitchins and the Anunnaki and all that, or Anunnaki or Anuk-iki, they are all real. They all did happen. It's just a different version of these things. The reason why we had those feet back then, we used to fly, lift up giant rocks and throw them. We had certain things that were there that were connected to us, certain things that powered us. whether you want to call it the Ark of the Covenant, is 3i Atlas, the return of the Ark of the Covenant. Remember, they said the Ark was buried. Wouldn't make it sense that the Ark of the Covenant was somewhat a ship? When we are in our punishment, it just dematerialized, levitate, lift up, and left. All those things that used to have effect on us, that used to power us, because we were in our curse, they left. They evade us. So our power did not power up, we were powered down. Now those celestial bodies are returning, just like the sun sent this warmth upon you. Whatever this thing is, whatever those celestial bodies are coming, those 7, they will have effect on certain one of us. And when they do, when they come up there and when we connect to them, the game going to be changed. A lot of us will have what they call superpowers. We discussed this in the book, The AK Family. Not extensively. Oh boy. We discussed this in our book. Okay, the AK Family Handbook, How to Do Spiritual Background Check, Connect with your guardian angel, and develop your magical abilities. We put this word here, another word, your superpower. Because that's, again, we have to explain it that way for the chosen to understand it. If we go, superpowers, the whole thing will go into conspiracy theories. It's going to be an issue. Get your book and find out how you can connect and activate this thing. Now, when these things get here, three eyes Atlas, Swan, the other 7s, those are celestial bodies that supposed to be there to activate certain things that are in us, in the land, and all over. Certain barrier that will be erected, and those people won't be able to leave, they won't be able to get in. Certain stuff the Holy One have to remove a lot of restriction for those people in order for them to enjoy the blessing. How the hell you wanted 83 to enjoy the blessing when Judah had his own full strength, when Levi had the priesthood, and then they can summon all sort of angels and demons and all the beasts, Leviathan? They wouldn't accept this. You do know this isn't the first time the children of the Most High defy the Most High. Remember, they've always fought the Most High all the time. Remember what Simeon and Levi did? They went against Jacob's wish when they raped our sister Dinah. And then the Hamites paid the price. He followed the law, he paid the price. He was supposed to marry our sister, but Levi and Simeon didn't sit there. They went against Jacob. Jacob told them, don't freaking do this. You're going to make me look bad. They like, Dad, your feeling, the law, everything. We're going to do our ish. And then they destroy everything because they had the power. So the Holy One know, if he leave those things here, the so-called Gentiles will not enjoy their blessing to the fullest. The punishment will not get them to the fullest. Even they took all those power away from us, our people still shine. It makes sense now. Those people are losing everything. Those things are coming back. And it is not just in the sky. It is also in the deep bottomless of the sea. There are other things that are popping up here. The atmosphere and everywhere. And when those things get here, they will indeed power up our people. I'm not making any prediction, beloved. I'm not saying, oh, well, we're going to have superpowers when this thing come here. I don't blame those people. I don't blame those Christians. I don't blame Mr. Joshua Malaki, the name is. With all due respect, I don't blame the fellow, man. He's just doing what they told him, that was going to happen. This is a man, like any other Christian, they are victim by this horrible thing that the 83 did to our beloved, man. Okay? All those people that are online and complaining, I don't blame them. Because they truly believe what the church told them, and they engage, participate in the mistreatment of our people. And now the bill is due, and people want to run away now. People want to get out of here. Notice that those people, by and large, by mass. None came and said and tell this dude, look, shut the F up. The rapture ain't gonna happen now because one, where's the chip? Who's the Antichrist or whatever? Where is that? Where did they force you to take the chip? You guys, you so-called Christian, were talking about, well, the TikTok back then, where they told those people, hey, man, take this tick, put it in your tag. What's the chip? Well, it's still the same garbage. Okay? Notice that nobody come to this dude and say, you know what? You, Mr. Joshua, we have to wait to bring the race war. We have to bring Jacob's trouble to the so-called Israelites. Nobody tell him about Jacob's trouble because they know Jacob's trouble, that's what you've been going through. The moment Jacob came out of our beloved mother's portal, he is in trouble. The man has everything was so hard for him till this day. We've been in Jacob's trouble. We reached the peak during the Inquisition and slavery, but we've been in Jacob's trouble. We left this thing, a lot of you still want, you have people out there, they can't wait for Jacob's trouble to happen. You do know you have people in the midst of us that would like those people to go ahead in heaven, and then so they can be right, so their camp will be right. You got people that are fantasized about their own daughter being raped, their own son being raped, they themselves being raped. They got this sexual fantasy that they would love Jacob's trouble to happen. I'm not making this up. This is something that people want this to happen so they can have this fantasy. I don't blame Mr. Joshua. He had a message. He carried it. It wasn't for everyone. And this thing is happening. Now, this is the thing, beloved. You see, people like this.
In the worst day of my life. The other day I sold my truck to get ready for the rapture. Then last night, I gave away everything that was in my savings account. I woke up this morning and I was still here. I was severely disappointed and devastated. Then I had to fucking Uber to fucking work. I've been at my job for 25 years and I have never in my life been late. It's the first time I've ever been late in my life to work. And my boss asked me, why are you late? And I had to explain to him that I no longer had my truck, that I sold it. And he asked me, what was the reason? Why would you sell your truck? And I had to tell him that I sold it because I thought I was going to be taken up in the rapture today, and I had to come to fucking work. He fucking laughed at me and told me I got some overtime for you. This life fucking sucks. So today,
so you got people. This is beloved. This is very serious. Okay, all right. This thing happen all the time. You got guys like this. You go to work with those people. You married those people. Those people are in your family. You receive services from those people. You give services to those people. Those are the people that you see walking around. You think they are normal. You think they are sane people just like you. You think they are quote unquote people that are somewhat oblivious to what you are and to what's going on out there. Up until now, you see there are so many people online that listen to this whatever black dude, this African fellow, and then they believe him. And they act like they have never, not only they have never watched our video, they never listened to us, they don't know who we are, and whatever that we said is not real. It can't be real. They act like we're a bunch of crazy people, when in fact, it's the other way around. I'm not quite sure what this dude's name is. You see, you got people like him. This is not only him. You have plenty of people that sold their belonging so they can rapture because they want to get out of here. This is how bad that thing is, beloved. This is how bad it is, man. Everybody want to leave, but why? If Jesus saved or you are saved, why is it that you guys want to get out of here so badly? You guys want to skip prophecies. See, those people are well aware of who we are. They're well aware of what's going to come. It's just the Holy One is playing with them. The Holy One is showing you they are reaching this bottom. They are scraping the bottom. The Holy One is showing you that they literally completely lost their they lost their goddamn mind. Make no mistake. In the midst of the so-called the Hebrew Israelites movement, whenever they told the people about Jacob's trouble going to happen on whatever that day, this is how they act. There ain't no difference. Like when whatever that camp said a couple of years ago, when Trump, well, not a couple of years ago, a couple of months ago, when Trump activated this, oh boy, what they call this thing again? This National Guard in DC or wherever. Oh, Jacob Trouble about to begin and stuff, and everybody, Jacob Trouble, they're in fear. They gotta buy guns and get prepared because Jacob Trouble. It's pretty much the same thing. But we over here, we are not moved, we are not dismayed. Now you get all those people out there. You know, people are clowning them. Alright, people are clowning those people, man. And it's beloved, to a degree, this is sad. This is sad. You see the damage that the Christian church did to those people, man. Alright? So, okay, those are the people.
It's been 48 hours. And this is a little update about the rapture. What happened, what did not happen. With that being said, there's been a few apologies. So let's get into that first.
Jesus physically appeared in front of me and told me on the 23rd and the 24th of the Feast of Trumpets in September 2025, I will come. On the 23rd, I want to be looking at everybody who will be tuning into this live.
So that means you're going to be raptured during the live.
So if it happens, I want to drink coffee.
Me to go on this 3-day fast. The level of clarity that you get when you go on a 3-day no food fast is unmatched.
Okay, so this is those people. Look, listen. Now I'm gonna speak in a general term. I'm not speaking to my people. I will use the term black people. I'm not speaking to the chosen. See, black folk by and large in general, they love grifters. There's a dude that make a video called Black People Love Grifters, and he's not wrong. They love charlatans. They love the low class. They love when somebody go out there and say something so stupid following in beautiful words. They will listen to this person. They'll give all their money. They'll give all their attention. See, this pastor broke the internet. This pastor broke the entire internet, and he is whoever his followers because of what black folk make this thing into. But whenever you go to them, you said you are the chosen of the living power. You are greater than a slave. You are greater than anything that those people could possibly imagine. They go at your throat. They go straight for the jugular. They're like, well, what about those people? What about him? Can he come too? We are all chosen. We are all the child of God, of Jesus. Okay? And then when hish like that happen, and this is the issue. Okay? They love listening to garbage like this.
They're taking it. No, this is my baby, man. This has been my baby for years.
I am so honored to be your mommy. You have been
Okay, those are the mental folks that are out there.
Do you remember Miss Deep for the rapture? I went to check what she was saying now, the day of the rapture. Miss Ma'am is private.
For the people that are left behind, let me show you. I got these at the Dollar Tree. During the Feast of Trumpets, I'm always getting ready, right? But, you know, I just, with the UN and, you know, all this other stuff that took place, I was like, dude, it's really lining up. Like, damn, it could be it, right? Like, let's go. I'm like a kid in a divorced family who's like sitting on the porch waiting for their dad to come. Like, my dad's coming. My dad's going to pick me up. Maybe there's traffic. All right. Maybe next weekend. I don't know, because that never happened in my life, in my real life. Really, kind of. But anyways, I can't be serious. Okay, real important. I want to address the concerns, valid, very valid concerns about my kids. And again, I can completely understand the thought process behind it, and because there are actual lunatics. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. And I just want you to understand my heart, I think, was in the right place. Like, according to my scripture, things.
Okay, so those are the people like most black folk will listen to, because they're saying garbage that it struck their ego. It's like it inflated their ego. I don't know what's going on. Black people love garbage. Whatever's going on out there with no proof, somebody say, hey, we're going to go get out of here. We're going to meet Jesus. First people to be on board, selling everything. And then like, yo, I got to go in heaven. Black folk. And those are the same people that are in your family. Those are the people that, indeed, beloved, when we were in our blindness, we were trying to save. We are trying to tell them, hey, man, we got great news. You are this, you from this tribe and stuff. And they are very hostile against this truth, man. After all you people have done, after the horrible things the priests, the pastors did to the church boys, to the church girls, to the nuns, or after the horrible things the nuns did to the children, the horrible things you people did to all people, the laws that you make, the rules, the policies, the unspoken rule, and you people expect to be picked up by no other than Jesus? And then you're going to go in heaven and enjoy another, well, not 400 years of blessing, eternity of blessing.
Alrighty, folks. The rapture didn't happen like I said it would, and I promised that when it didn't happen, by the time that I said it would, that I would upload a video of me publicly apologizing and repenting of my failed prediction. And I want to acknowledge that it wasn't me saying it might happen. No, I was like fully convinced and repeatedly said in all of my videos.
Okay, those are the people, beloved. These men have brother, sister, wife, girlfriend, friend, people. They go around, they walk around, they live like you live. But their mind work differently like you do. Those are the people that you try to convince them like, brother, you know, we are the people, we are this and that. They'll go out right for your throat and then they will disrespect you. Okay? All right? It's, oops, this one right here.
Have had their hopes up so high, and for it to come and go.
I'm here with all humility to apologize to everyone. I state here, like I stated before, that the date was not given to me. I only believe the man who claimed Jesus told him.
What's going on, everybody? And as you see, it came to pass. The rapture did not happen. You know, I'm a man of my word, and, you know, I come on here, and, you know, I apologize for if I have misled anybody. But one thing is, I stand on everything I was talking about. I stand on how strong my faith was in it, because y'all can't be mad at us for having that much faith and being ready for his return, y'all. I was so excited, you know.
Okay, so those are the people. This is a regular dude. This is a cousin. This is a brother. This is an uncle. This is a husband, a boyfriend. This is a co-worker, a regular dude. And they all fell for this. And to show you how far this thing has damaged people, not only our people, damaged people, man. Beloved, it's a great blessing that you were not. You could easily be this dude. Some of you, you look just like that guy. It's a blessing that the Holy Spirit woke you up and you knew who you are and you are not part of this. It's a blessing that the Holy One said, I'm going to show you their madness, their craziness. I'm going to lift up the shirt and shame them. You think this guy or whoever the person who are trying to watch, they are not aware of who we are? They don't watch us? They are.
I was so excited. I'm definitely confused. I was a bit let down, but it's on God's timing. It's not on ours.
Yeah. Now, unsurprisingly enough, with most of the people I posted in the previous video who were convinced that this was going to happen, some of them's accounts are private. Some have not come on the thing for like a day or two now. Your own thoughts and opinions in the comments.
Stop. This is serious.
Rapture Return Hotline may help you. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that.
That's the woman that, bought the car from whoever this person was. Okay?
Sir, that language is not very Christian. Thank you.
Update. Here's an update from the Rapture talk. The Rapture has been extended from the 23rd until the 25th. The original time that Jesus was supposed to pick these people up was supposed to be at 12 midnight on the 23rd. It looks like Jesus is having technical difficulties with cracking the sky open. It looks like Jesus caught a flat tire. It looks like Jesus' cloud ran out of gas on the side of the sky. It looks like Jesus is stuck on the main line listening to what y'all want. Nonetheless, whatever the reason is, it looks like that he may have to reschedule. Now, the new time is undetermined. Don't nobody know. The only thing they know is going to be sometime in the middle of the night. People are still giving money to strangers. People are still giving free houses and free cars away. If you're lucky, you might be able to finesse that and get a new car, get a new house, get some money. But I don't know how you're going to be able to keep it when the buyer's remorse set in. You could block their number, but because you're staying in their house, driving their car, they know where you stay at. So I don't know how many times you can block your number to get someone off your back. But I digress. That's none of my business.
Get ready with me for the Rapture tomorrow. I'm going to show a couple outfits that I think would be cute because we don't know like what time we're going to get called up.
See, this is how you Christians are getting clowned, man. A religion that was so serious, people could get killed back then. During the Inquisition, something like that, you go out there, you could get killed. This shows you that you guys have zero power. The church lost all their powers. Okay, you got all those people clowning you, like, yo.
Whether you do this or you have to jump into it or whether you just like stand like this. But I'm gonna have all my stuff repacked in a bag and I just have it with me like so. So I probably have to stand like this holding my stuff and then I just go, I go when it's time. So okay. I'm gonna just sit here and wait. It says it's supposed to happen at night. So I'm gonna just sit here and wait. Maybe I'll walk around. I see y'all up there.
Hey, why are you crying? Oh, you didn't get raptured up. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry to hear that, darling. Oh my God. Well, did they tell you why?
So, this is the face of 83, okay? All right? So, this dude, this woman, this guy, let me get her first.
It's time for me to step away from TikTok. I feel like my story is over. I have been so blessed by this, and the Lord has done so much, and I'm so grateful to have been his vessel. And you guys already know, I truly believe with all my heart we will be raptured during Feast of Trumpets this year. if there is some chance that we don't get raptured, I will come back and make an apology video for myself being deceived.
See, those people will make videos and say we were deceived and stuff like that by this guy. They try to blame this South African fellow, the Mr. Joshua, or whatever. But you guys never made any video. Go after your religion, your pastors, all of them, and say, you guys lied to us. You guys said the church was the chosen. Black folk in general, or the descendant of Ham, and all that lies, they are nothing but slaves, that's what they're going to say, and all this stuff, and then it wasn't true. None of you make videos and apologize to our people and say, you know what, we've been stealing your blessing, benefits. Here's my house. I'm sorry, mea culpa. Here's my truck. I'm sorry, mea culpa. Here's my saving account. Take all of it. I'm so sorry. I know that won't do anything, but please take it. That's all I can do for now. Again, beloved, I don't blame those people because that's what it is, man. When you are in the position that those people are right now, man, your mind is gone. Your mind is all over. You want to get out of here. You know it's not going to be good for you. You know the judgment is here. You watch it. You feel it in the environment. You saw and you see the celestial alignment. You know for a fact this, whatever that is, it's not good. I got to get out of here. My people did things. I did things. Jesus, where are you? I can't blame those people, man. In fact, we were in the same position that they were. Remember when we knew the ships were going to reach shore in 1492 and Mall Saint Nicolas in Haiti, our people were like all over. Our people like, yo, we're pretty sure that our brothers will come back and pick up in us in that ship. We won't suffer Jacob's trouble and stuff. Let's go in the ship. When Atlantis left and when Atlantis both levitate and the other portion, the land, go down, we thought they're gonna come back and pick us up. We couldn't wait. We made it up. Although we know they will never pick us up, we have to stay here in this matrix and this simulation and learn our mistake because we transgress. We are the people that transgress this law. The others didn't. We are the descendant of the people that always complained against Moses, fought Yahushai, fought the other beloved. They had a huge brawl with Enoch, threatened the Most High. We are the people. We learn our mistake now. We've been putting in this simulation, which is no joke, son. Just like the Matrix. It's a movie, but the Matrix is not real. But if you die in it, you die for real. Did you learn the lesson for whatever that time? To over there, you've been in this thing for like an hour. But no, barely an hour. An hour is 400 years. Okay, the empire's hour, 1 hour for 400 years. We've been in this for 1 hour. For the time that is when we wake up out of this thing. But it's 400 years a lot. Because we've been putting back in again and again because we never learn. But this time, that's the last time. So I cannot blame those people, okay? Let me take this one right here.
Hits midnight, crosses over into the 24th for them, and that's 6 hours away.
As many of you know, the rapture's on Tuesday. I've given away all my earthly possessions to the heathens that I know will not be coming with us.
Okay? So,
the chosen ones.
There you go. Whenever you talk about chosen, those people think you're talking about them, the church. Oh, chosen, they hate you. I saw them all over YouTube making video. They hate you, chosen. Subscribe to my channel. The CashApp is in there, PayPal and all that. Talking about this, you guys can go ahead and get the book, the AK Family Handbook and stuff. You know what? Before we go into this, let us play this and then I'll come back to you guys.
Emily.
Have you ever felt a deep yearning for spiritual growth but didn't know where to start? What if I told you there's a guide that can lead you through every step? Introducing the 8K Family Handbook. This comprehensive guide is your ultimate companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.
Good. Now, beloved, just a friendly reminder, we only have one micro-pentacle left. Blessed, consecrated by the high initiate, the masters. The people that we study, they can't go on YouTube and do this garbage. Okay, we gotta go to them, gotta travel to them and get this thing consecrated. We only got one left. Okay, and the stuff the rings, we got 2 rings left. Excuse me, 2 rings left. As I said before, you need to be protected. Whether you're a Jew or you're a Gentiles, it doesn't matter. If you can, that's the reason why we were telling the people to get the $5 journey. Of course, it won't cost you the whole total. It won't cost you that much. But be on mesure when you are calling. If you would like information, send me an email. I'll send it to you. We have 1 left. That's all. They are not cheap. They are powerful. 2-3 years ago, a lot of you already got everything that we had. You made the right choice. Whatever that price you pay for this thing, it's like 3 to 4 times what it is right now. Because of the restriction that we have upon us, we can't go get those things. Not anymore. So you lucky, to all of you that have all your pentacles now for that cheap price that you had it done. Now we only got 1 left. Next month, we'll see if we have some more, but we only have 1 left. What you are seeing going on outside, it's not a game. There is a reason, beloved. This fellow...
We want to show you another look at the suspect. This is from a 2015 arrest in Collin County.
Again, that 29-year-old suspect is dead. Police say died by suicide as agents closed in. And today, investigators searched at least 2 properties tied to that suspect. Our team Fox 4 coverage continues now with David Sintendry, who is live in Fairview in Collin County. David.
Yeah, Heather and Casey, well, federal investigators left that Fairview neighborhood about an hour ago. As you just mentioned, they have been at multiple homes connected to this sniper, but it's unclear what evidence they have collected from inside of these homes. Sky 4 video shows FBI investigators in and out of a home at the bottom of this cul-de-sac in the Collin County city of Fairview. The home connected to Joshua Yan.
There's a reason why this dude name is Joshua. Just like the pastor. Okay, we're done with the book. Get your own book. The link is in the description. Go to Amazon and get it. Do your own studies. And again, just like now, beloved people, there will be a time you will look for us. You won't find us. There will be a time you will need a pentacle. You won't find it. Okay? All right? Pastor Joshua. Let's see. Pastor no, There's a reason. Let's take this picture and say, there's a reason why this fellow name is Joshua and this other dude name is Joshua. Joshua was the one who took the lane, beloved. This is the message. The lane is being returning. The lane is being cleared. Was being cleared. Joshua shot 3 people. He killed 3 so-called detainees or 3 illegals, and he killed himself. Are you an illegal? Do you have a Michael Pentacle protect you from the popcorn? Because that's one of the main purpose. Are you a regular person that walk and go to, let's say, grocery store, Walmart, Costco, the Family Dollars, Dollar Tree, Publix, Safeways, or are you going? Hey, hell, do you stay inside? You need one. I'm not saying this, beloved, to try to scare people to buy or to get this thing. This hash out there is real, son. Is every single day. The other day, the dude, he ambushed like 5 cops. He killed 3 of them. Or 4. This isn't no game, man. What you see happen to Charlie Kirk, again, his name, Charlie mean freedman, Kirk mean church. You think when Joshua talk about, he said, Jesus going to come, he said, I'm coming to pick up my church. Charlie Kirk, his name church. We told you, freedman church, the free people, the Carlos, whatever his name mean, free those people. This dude is not talking to the other Christian out there. He's talking to our people. Whatever it's coming, whatever it's gonna happen upon this earth, beloved, we cannot be here for the foolishness of it. Excuse me. This holy fumigation. For instance, termite fumigation. Okay, well, that's termite fumigation. Let's try watches fumigation. Watches fumigation. Watches fumigation. There you go. Well, whatever. So let's take termite. Termite was already good. See, when you have a pest problem, the planet is like a house. So we have termites inside of the planet. And we need to kill them. See, we are the people that live in this house. We live with the termites, we live with the bugs, the roaches and stuff. But the expert are coming. They already assessed. They came. They assessed the house. Okay? They see how much termites and roaches and bugs and pests that we have. And they already envelop the entire house. Those pests can't go anywhere. They can get to the SpaceX. They did this a very long time ago. Okay? They envelop everything. What people are calling the firmament and stuff like that. And then now, just like the house cannot have people inside doing the fumigation, they are taken out of this house and put somewhere else safe. Temporarily, sometime in a hotel or loved one. They're gonna stay there temporarily, let's say for a day or two. For the benefit of the doubt, let's say a week. And after the house is completely and utterly fumigated, all the pests are dead, it is clean and rebranded, remodeled, or whatever, and those people came back and live there in peace. You see, when this holy fumigation is taking place, like the real one is taking place, it's beginning. There be a lot of stuff, but when the real fumigation, the real microwave taking place, our people must be moving somewhere for our safety while Numbers 35-33 is taking place. Are you protected? For the people that cannot afford or get a micro-pentacle, where's your guardian angel? Do you pray every day? You see, prayer is what makes you a mystic person. When you pray every day, whatever psalm you said every day, after 100 days, we explain that in the book, it become an egregore. It will protect you. Hish will happen to people, and then the Hish won't happen to people. It's like, how do you have this thing happen in your house? Why didn't you get caught? Why didn't you do this? Did you study to show yourself approved? How did you treat our beloved? How did you treat the children of the Most High God Almighty? And I'm not going to sit there and, well, I didn't know who they were. I didn't know who you were. How are you still planning to treating them? Are you going to still looking at them on the side? Do you know exactly who some of them are, and you choose not to bless them because them, I'm going to get out of here. They won't. I'm going to get raptured. I know it was on the 23rd, today's the 25th, 2 days later. It's still not happening. But in the next few days, I have faith it's going to happen. Are you one of those people that give away your worldly things, your good things, and then none of you give those things back to the chosen? You know how many of our people that are suffering right now for a truck? Do you know how many of our people right now that are suffering for a house? Did you give it back to them? Did you acknowledge them? Did you call one of them? Did you reach out to one of them? Did you make a video saying, to the children of God, I watched so many videos, it convinced me that you black folk are the original of the land. You are the children of the Holy One. I'm so sorry for the way that my ancestors treated you. I treated you. The only thing I can do for you right now is to give you this house. And I choose this brother, I choose this sister, because I saw in them that the Holy Spirit is in the midst of them. So I gave them my house and everything. May they have mercy upon me. May they even provide me a little place to sleep in the backyard or whatever. Preferably, I would not want to stay nowhere near them because they are too holy for me. And I thank the Most High God Almighty for humble me and give me opportunity to prove myself and redeem myself properly. Did you? See, most of you folks think this is a game. And by the time you folks will realize, like, whoa, this Hish is not only real, too real, it will be too late. You will try to get with the money and stuff, it won't work. It won't work. Let's keep on moving.
I've already transferred the deed to my house. I just need to give this car away. None of this material stuff is going to matter on Tuesday, the 23rd, when I get raptured. And I just want to say, it's not too late for you to be a part of the rapture.
I said my goodbyes to my family because
Okay, so this is those people, all right?
Jesus is coming back tomorrow is my whole For You page. If you are scared, that's okay. But as a Christian, let me tell you why that's not happening tomorrow and why you're okay. For starters, the rapture is not and will never be planned out for humans to know. That's not something we will ever know. Ever. Period. Second of all, most importantly, if it causes you fear, anxiety, depression, that's not from God. If a word of God causes you fear, anxiety, or depression in any aspect of your life, that's from something deceiving you.
Well, it is from God. Everything that causes you issue, problem, it's for the Most High, and it's good for you. The homelessness that you're suffering right now is good for you. This drugs addiction, this pain in your body, this adversary, this hard life, it's good for you. It's toughen you up. And you should thank the Holy One, say, thank you, Heavenly Father, I'm paying for whatever debt that I had, maybe past life of my ancestors. That's it. You should ask for most of those things to, go through and, to go through and pass through. You know what? Let me just have this right here.
Number one, there's some really good therapists on psychology today who specialize in religious psychosis. And number two, I'll see you at work on Wednesday, the following day, and I won't bring it up. We'll act like it never happened. That's how good of a friend I am and such a good coworker I am.
So today is Rapture Day, and once again the claims are coming in that... What's happening? Oh my God! Oh my God! It's happening! It's happening! No.
Hello guys, and welcome to the Joy Report, where we get an outsider's view with an insider's clarity. The date was marked September 23rd, 2025. MAGA Christians all across America were convinced the world was coming to an end. Social media was buzzing with prophecies, and some people went as far as selling off their cars, cashing in their savings, and quitting their jobs. They were told that this was the moment, the rapture, the big exit. But now we're here. It's September 24th. The sun came up, the world kept turning, and nothing happened. Before we proceed, all credit goes to the creators of these videos. Let's watch a few more clips.
Okay, so people are clowning those guys.
Shouldn't have came out and said no because you wasn't sure. Your spirit was telling us, as you was telling us. Well, I wasn't. I said, Lord, nobody's supposed to know today. Where are those people now? I want to know why we haven't heard from them.
Crazy.
Or maybe the spiritual rapture already happened.
All right, so why do some people think that the rapture is happening September 23rd through the 24th, 2025? I don't know when you're watching this, but check your watch. That might be today. Well, it all started from a pastor named Joshua from South Africa. He had a problem. He was on a podcast and he said, look, y'all, I've been having these dreams. The rapture coming. Side note, if you don't know what the rapture is, it's a belief that some Christians have where believers will be called up to the clouds to meet Jesus. Again, Joshua said, that's going down. They said, what? He said, yes.
This is going down, son. But anyway, beloved, let's keep on moving, okay?
And I think it's really hitting me.
Did we watch this?
That we are going.
Yeah, we watched that. We watched this. Yeah, we watched this. We made it, family. We made it. Those are the clowns. You know?
While many couldn't contain their excitement come the morning of September 23rd.
Today is the day! Let's go! We made it!
It was especially hard for true believers when they found out it...
You ain't gonna go nowhere, man. Okay, that's Joshua, right? Joshua killed... Let me see, there's one more video so I can... There you go.
So y'all, tell me why the Africans was trying to leave too and we didn't even know nothing about this. What is going on? Hold on, Africans. I thought, what is going on? Tell me why they tried to leave, y'all, and they found out that they were not getting raptured either, y'all. What is going on? Look at this. This is last night. So last night at about midnight, 2 of the students at this university went missing, and then people were hearing trumpet sounds. Maybe they were practicing for band, I have no idea, but it started up rallying up some energies. And I guess all the other Africans in the village got the message, so they all met in this forest waiting to be raptured.
Somebody
they were
mentioned,
looking up in the sky like there was a...
So that happened a few years ago when they did say the rapture was going to happen. Remember, a few years ago there was an African the pastor that starved his congregation to death. He made them fast until they die. He locked them up into a basement. He said, you're going to fast and wait there until Jesus came. Nobody eat fish until all of them die. Remember that? Okay, let me see if I can get it. African pastor starved his congregation for the rapture. Okay. Kenyan pastor Paul Tenge Mackenzie is accused of leading the starvation cult tragedy in Shakahola forest that resulted in more than 400 deaths. A self-proclaimed pastor and leader of the Good News International Church, Mackenzie allegedly convicted follower that fasting to death was the path to salvation and to meet Jesus before the end of the world. This happened... Oh boy, it happened in when did it happen? 2003, May 10, 2003, like a year ago. Okay, a year ago it starved over 400 people to death. Okay, now number 400. All right, so Joshua, let's keep on moving.
Reported sniper who shot 3 people at an ICE facility in Dallas before shooting and killing himself.
That's insane to hear.
Sloan Mordecai, a neighbor, had no idea about the attack until she drove upon reporters down the street and federal agents next door.
Like I said, very sweet family, so that was really, really surprising to hear.
We don't know much about Jan. He does not appear to have a violent criminal history. But in 2015, he was arrested for marijuana possession in Collin County. And while records show Jan is connected to this home in Fairview, records indicate he most recently lived in Durant, Oklahoma. Video shows the FBI and SWAT focusing in on that listed address, but no word as to what was recovered. It's unclear if a manifesto, additional weapons, or anything else was found.
It is unfortunately just the most recent example we've seen of targeted.
Joseph Rothrack. Joseph, of course, you know, the tribe of Ephraim was the one who inherited the blessing of the land. And Levi, the blessing of the priesthood, Judah, the kingship, Joseph, the land. All the others have other things which are hidden and stuff like that. But Mr. Joseph here is in the midst. Oops. Joseph is in the midst, and everything is here, beloved. Okay, nothing. There we go. Nothing is amiss if you have the spiritual eyes. Look at this dude over here. Like you lying bitch.
Violence, to include here in North Texas, where back on July 4th, we saw a coordinated attack carried out against an immigration detention center in Alvarado.
Federal investigators have not said what may have led Jan to develop reported anti-ICE views, or if there's any other evidence beyond what was written on shell casings found at the Dallas facility.
This is the 3rd shooting in Texas directed at ICE or CBP. This must stop.
In Fairview, Wednesday evening, federal investigators were seen removing a box of possible evidence from the home.
You think just how crazy that is and how close it is to home now.
It took a while for Tim Johnson to learn that he lives down the street from the Fairview home connected to Jan. He says he only knew of Jan, no personal details.
But it's an unfortunate event.
Again, the name David, Saint Andre, King David, the house of David, it's all there.
And I have been in contact with an FBI spokesperson, but at this point in time, it is unclear when they plan to host that follow-up news conference. Casey and Heather, back to y'all.
Okay, Joshua is taking the land back. All right, let's keep finishing.
Huge mothership. Do y'all hear that yelling? So, I mean, obviously they're still here. So what is going on? So I just want to know, how come nobody on our side was talking about getting raptured? It was everybody but us. What is? Did we not get the message, y'all? Did somebody's not talking to us? Somebody's not talking to us. Just like why they always. So you know me, right? I did the digging, and apparently it was a pastor in Africa that started the whole rapture rumor in the first place. And I hear this dude is literally apologizing to the whole Africa. Check this video out.
Allegedly, the dude who started the whole rapture fiasco within the Christian community is a pastor from South Africa named Joshua. He went online or like a TED Talk or something and was like, yo, I had the vision. God is talking to me. He told me that the rapture is coming on the 23rd to the 24th. And that's how everybody got into the frenzy. Tell me why this man just released a video apologizing, saying he was wrong about the rapture. Mind you, the people that's still in the time zone of within the time frame he gave, they still waiting.
They already told us that in the end days that false prophets will step forward and proclaim this and proclaim that. But everything is within y'all. And now these people, they lost their whole life savings. They sold everything and cashed out on life itself, waiting for some man to come save them. So now what are you guys gonna do? Okay, but let me know if you guys were a part of this, y'all. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. The shift is here. They ain't going nowhere. Let's get it. Peace.
Nobody's going anywhere, man. Ain't gonna go nowhere.
At this point,
So, That's the mom arrested for shooting the 13-year-old boy. Boy. Yes, that's the one. There you go.
So my name is Juan Flores, Juan, last name Flores. I'm a captain with the Harris County Constable's Precinct 4's office. Today, at about 5:22 p.m., deputies were dispatched to a disturbance. The disturbance did involve family members, as units were en route here to the address at the 1000 block of Ranch Oak Drive. A secondary call came in about a discharge of a firearm and somebody possibly being struck. We came out here, conducted our investigation. We have at this point concluded that 2 family members were involved in a disturbance. It is going to be a mother and a 13-year-old son. During the altercation, the mom did produce a weapon and she did fire a round, striking her son. The investigation thus far, we did contact the Harris County District Attorney's Office, and they are going to be accepting aggravated family assault charges on the mother.
So, a mother having some disagreement with her child, and it shoot him, because that's the time we are living in, beloved. No common sense, no, well, let's discuss it. Now you're my child. I told you to do this thing. You don't want, I'm going to shoot you. Last year, this thing happened. It was tragic, okay?
We begin here with more arrests that have been made in the murder of 3-year-old Rilo Yancey. Last year, the toddler, he was killed in a drive-by shooting while coming down.
Okay, so those are the Joabites. All right, they were shooting at each other over there in Fort-Lauderdale, and the park that I always took my daughter there. And this young boy, this 3-year-old boy, died. It was like, 3-year-old boy. He was at the other party. We were having a kids' party, and then 2/3 were shooting at each other, the Joabite, and then they ended up killing this kid. All right, and those dudes, they have no remorse. And there's another one that, they're just shooting at each other for like no goddamn reason.
On a slide at a children's birthday party in Fort Lauderdale. Horrible tragedy there. And earlier this year, 2 people were arrested in connection to that deadly incident. This morning, Fort Lauderdale police announced 3 more people are now behind bars in this case. Kim Winton's been following this story since the beginning. Joins us now from Fort Lauderdale, where that conference we know just wrapped up. Kim, tell us more. Family members, we know they were there. What did they have to say?
Yeah, that's right. Family members showed up in full force this morning. They were all wearing T-shirts that had Rilo's picture on the front. They were emotional and thankful to be closer to justice. Police, like you guys mentioned, announced that 3 more arrests have been made.
This is something that you'll never get over. You just want to have to work your way through it.
Family members of 3-year-old Rilo Yancey broke down in tears this morning.
It's a wound that could never heal.
Police announcing that 3 more men have been arrested in the toddler's murder. Police announced the arrest of 18-year-old Tommy Allen, 20-year-old Antonio Carter, and 19-year-old Andrew St. Louis, who was arrested.
So that's the dudes, man, 19, 20. And if there's a disagreement, they either get in the car and chase each other and shoot each other, or find out where the other dude stand and shot and kill the other guy. There is another video where a 13-year-old boy, he went to Dunkin' Donuts. He was going to school, went to Dunkin' Donuts with his friend, get some food, get out there. Another one walked right behind him and blew his head off and killed him. Shot him right in the head. So those are the drawbacks. Those are the 2/3, and they have to go. They will not change. They don't want to change. They can't change. They don't care. They don't care, and they have to go. People like, well, Big Levi, we need to do something about this, and we need to pray for them and stuff. No, man. Those dudes don't care, man. They shoot children, 3-year-old. They don't care. It's something. It's the spirit that's in them. You see, their eyes are dead on. Dead on.
Arrested in Tennessee. Police say the 3 men have each been charged with first-degree murder in Rilo's death.
Because of the acts of these cowards right here, a baby is killed because they had a beef with someone else at the party and they couldn't control their anger.
July 21st last year, police say Rilo was at a birthday party for another child at Riverland Park in Fort Lauderdale when he was killed in a drive-by shooting. Family members say Rilo was shot in the eye. In March, 21-year-old Tyler Hollins was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. Detectives say the shooting was the result of some type of beef between Hollins and a man who was at the party. They say multiple shooters fired out of 2 cars. Thaddeus Squire III was also arrested days later, charged with accessory after the fact, but police say he's no longer in custody.
So those guys went to a kids party, man. You can't do nothing and you invited the 2/3. They have a disagreement. This nigga look at me the wrong way, son. What's up with you? What you gonna do? What's up with you? What's up with the gang? What's up? And then they shot that kid in the eye. They kill him, and the cowards fled. They went and hide in Tennessee or wherever. You can't do hish and you invited the 2/3 because they will literally somebody gonna get killed. Whatever you're all doing out there, don't invite the 2/3, man. You know, crazy.
A Milwaukee City employee caught on camera exploiting an apparent sex worker in broad daylight just a few feet away from.
Now, the reason why I'm doing this, beloved, let me see how long we are into this thing. Oh, good grief. Oh, I got 40 minutes to go. Okay, you know what? Let me let this play. I'll tell you the reason why I bought this.
From his marked government car.
The video already has thousands of views on social media, and Fox 6 investigator Brian Polson found the man who recorded it. Fair warning here, some of the content of this story is graphic. It's not suitable for children.
As workers streamed into the field headquarters of the Milwaukee Department of Public Works on Wednesday, one man was not there. The employee assigned to car number 24197.
He's official. Got his own vehicle and
A public employee unwittingly featured in a now viral video.
Gotta get them views up, y'all. I gotta get them subscribers.
Recorded by Braden Tolliver.
This nasty work, y'all.
2 weeks ago, Tolliver says he was headed west on Lisbon Avenue near 34th Street.
I don't know. I was just so happy to be in this neighborhood, in this area, and just be driving past.
When he saw a woman in bright red skin-tight pants talking to a city worker.
She was leaning in from the driver's side. They was talking.
He circled the block and came back to find the city vehicle had moved.
So this is where the DPW vehicle was parked, or where was it about?
It was right here.
To a secluded alley right around the corner.
I mean, I know what goes on in this neighborhood.
He pulled out his mobile phone, crept up close.
My listing 8 feet away.
Right here.
And captured what appears to be a government worker engaged in a public sex act at 11 o'clock in the morning.
This is before noon, fool.
This stretch of Lisbon has long been a hotbed of human sex trafficking in Milwaukee, and while the sex workers themselves are rarely cited, municipal court data shows charges against the men who solicit them have steeply declined over the past 10 years.
All his colleagues gonna know what he been doing.
Of course, it's one thing to solicit a sex act on your own time, another to do it in a taxpayer-funded car.
During city work hours. It's crazy. It's mind-boggling. It's crazy.
In other words,
he might get fired.
A ticket may be the least of his worries.
Could be married, have a wife. Wife doesn't know. She will now after this.
Brian Polson, Fox 6 investigators.
A spokesperson for the Department of Public.
So the reason why I played this last night, we are having private classes on our Patreon. Excuse me. We have a section called Research and Development and Patreon. We were studying, the graceful behavior we must emulate. Talking about the way we're supposed to behave in public, and proper etiquette versus low-class behavior. Now, what you just saw there, it's a low-class behavior. Like I told our people, whenever you're going anywhere, you are being watched. See, you got people like this dude, they worry about getting views and subscribers. And they felt, for instance, people felt if they don't work, they pay taxes, and their taxes is the thing that keeping you alive or feeding you and stuff. And if you do anything that somewhat displease them, they will get you fired. Okay? This dude saw two people in the car, okay, doing what they were doing, and he filmed them. He posted online. He got the guy fired. I believe the girl fled or she got arrested for views. No, nothing against him. He did what he had to do to survive. That's what that is. It's a savannah out there. It's a jungle out there. You know, people, there are hyenas and lions and all predators. They're killing each other. That's what that is. And I was talking to the people. I said, you are being watched, not by the government. Most of you, the government don't give a crap about you. Regular people are watching you. And they are watching when you're going to stumble. They're watching when you slip so they can push you so they can fall. See, this type of dudes, they are everywhere. They are the people that are still online talking about like Mr. Sean Combs, how he's been cheated, or which celebrities cheated with him, which cheating with her, which cheated with whatever. Those are the dudes. Those are men. Those are not women. Usually we will find women would be into the gossip and drama. No, those are the men. A fair warning to our beloved out there. You are being watched. They are everywhere with their phone. I gave this example last night, no, 2 nights ago. How, you won't know you were being watched until you did something great. And people said, I've been seeing you. I saw you walk about here. I saw you were working in this, okay? These type of dudes, they are everywhere. They'll do anything for views. They'll do anything for views. They'll add spice. They'll say you did things you didn't do. Okay, he could easily say he caught this dude with the underage. The dude is a pedophile. Or he caught him with another dude. He could easily say this, and then everybody online will believe them. And they will subscribe. They'll send him money because that's how they make money. And they make a lot of money like that. Remember that guy that was spraying bed bug spray on edible food? He was making $10,000 a month. Which one of you here are making $10,000 a month working an honest job? Very little. And that's what those dudes do, okay? There is a lot of them at the truck stop acting like they are saving people that are being trafficking. Oh, all right. 6 p.m. Oh boy, I got to go. I thought I had time to finish this. Do I have time? I think we do. Let me finish this. Okay, just to let you know that you are being watched pretty much all over.
10, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, constantly accepting rides, constantly picking him up and trying to make as much money as he could.
But on Monday morning, a routine ride turned deadly in Guadalupe.
At about 8:36 in the morning, our dispatch received a phone call from a female stating that her boyfriend just shot their Lyft driver in the back numerous times through the seat.
Detectives say 29-year-old Angel Lopez pulled the trigger.
At this point, we have no idea for the motive.
An MCSO spokesperson says investigators found him the next day, just blocks away.
Our deputies that patrol in the town of Guadalupe actually saw the suspect go into a residence. Our dispatch got a hold of our SWAT team and our detectives, and he did give up, and we placed him into custody.
But for those who knew Lucas,
he was like an uncle to my children and like a brother to me.
The arrest doesn't ease the pain.
He would never hurt a fly. He was amazing. He was so funny. He was so outgoing and boisterous and just loved to laugh.
Lyft calls the shooting devastating, adding that the rider has been permanently banned, stating, "We are deeply saddened by the loss of Mr. Lucas, and our hearts go out to his family and friends."
He just went out to make a living, and wrong place, wrong time, I guess. It's surreal.
The angel shot that dude in the back multiple times. Now people are dying for no reason, man, for any reason. All right, so go to our Patreon. Okay, we have research and development. The graceful behavior we must emulate. Proper etiquette versus low-class behavior. This is how 83 wants us to behave back then and now. Research and development, HIV, AIDS, 1980s, lies and projections. during the 80s. All right. The lies, jealousy, envy of 83, the 1950s. The 1950s is not what they taught you it was. It was beyond that. The 1950s gave birth to what you're seeing here in the so-called black community. All right. Back then and now, white supremacist belief. All right. So we have, this is the uniform for our men we are working on. The men's uniform to wear with the circle and things like that. So we had the Zoom meeting, the organite homework. The people were sharing their homework. Brother Conscious Juice was there. You can go ahead and see the organite. And the 50th law, the last chapter, Confront Your Mortality, the Sublime. We had a couple Zoom meeting, the chapter 10 and things like that. All those stuff are here for you to study. And study to show that self-approve. You can study on your own. You can do this, okay? Beloved, let me see. God, I really have to go. But nonetheless, I will leave you with this. To all of you Christians that are watching this, to all of you non-Christian, you don't have religion like we do over here. We do not have a religion. The time that we are living here right now, beloved, is a very dangerous time. It's a very blessed time. Everything that you're seeing happening, it is real. And it is not going back to normal. And it's not going to get any better. Yea, time flew like water, never to return. We understand that. But it ain't going to get easy better. The only way for you to get out of this thing is only if you cleave unto us. Return everything that you have taken unto us. That's the only way. Now for the others, our beloved, you have family members that you love them. You know for a fact, if you told them the truth, for instance, oh, we are the Israelites, we are the chosen, we are this and that, they ain't gonna listen to that. That's not what that is. In fact, you shouldn't even tell them because that's not your job. However, there are certain measures you can take to protect your family, to protect your house, because Hesh is crazy. It's not Hesh is about to get crazy. It is already crazy. Do the best you can to protect yourself. Read, pray, read some, pray every day. Get your Michael Pentacle. Protect yourself, man. Don't let Hesh happen and like, man, if I had this on me, if I had study, if I had pray, this wouldn't happen. Do your best. We are indeed protected, but it won't work if you have an extra layer of protection. I'll say shalom, be at peace, there'll be no Jacob's trouble.